Hey man, yeah, still homeless. I'm trying to get a host for today. I'm looking for couch surfing now. I've not slept in 2 days. As you can see, I got my Shimmer How. That's the only thing. This is the only thing keeping me functioning. It's the only thing stopping me collapsing. The Shimmer Miyabi Mate. And I had to come collapse here. It's absolutely freezing. It's really cold. I can't believe how cold this is in Brazil. I think they like the cold. They like because the air conditioning is on, even though it's freezing outside, which is strange because it's like it's on the same equator line as Asuncion, and Asuncion is. I know Asuncion at this time of year is absolutely boiling, sweating, but this is like winter. Look at these Brazilians with t-shirts on, and I'm cuddling up here. I think my blood might have changed. My blood might have thinned out and adapted to Rio de Janeiro. Same when I went back to Florida. I think my blood had to thicken up to adapt. But now my blood's really thinned because of Rio. Curitiba. This is the most European place I've seen in all of Brazil. Everyone's white here. I like Sao Paulo. The energy of Sao Paulo is just like New York, but this is Curitiba. This feels like you're in like a unknown, quiet, cold, unknown town in Poland. Kind of boring, but kind of cold. But the people here absolutely amazing. Like, I just had a breakfast. I just had an all-you-can-eat breakfast that's the only thing I can afford. I haven't eaten for days, so I thought, okay, I'll go eat all-you-can-eat breakfast. And I was sitting. I think the people are much nicer. I think it's me because I'm white. I think the people here are much nicer towards me than they are in Rio because I'm white and I fit in here. but I don't like the lifestyle here. It's like very matrixy. It's all supermarkets, and I need the sun, I need the beach, I need nature. But here people seem like robots, you know. A bit in Sao Paulo as well, they're a bit like robots, you know, because like you look at it, it looks like you're just back to this is like the epitome of going back to the Matrix. But yeah, like I was saying, the people here are absolutely amazing, because I had a Russian girl who's always telling me to come back here because she likes me. This is probably one of the only few places in Brazil where they really love white guys. But yeah, like I said, I just had an all-you-can-eat breakfast buffet because I'm not eating in days, and I fell asleep at the table. I was falling asleep at the table, and I probably looked homeless. And a woman came up to me and she said, I'll just buy you a meal. Where are you from? And came conversation with me. And she was an older woman. Usually the older women are really horrible towards me, but she said, let me pay for your meal. And she paid for my all-you-can-eat breakfast. And I was like, oh wow, that's never happened. Usually you'd have to ask for that kind of thing if you're homeless. And even then it would never happen. But that would never happen in Rio de Janeiro. Not in a million years would someone come up to me and offer to pay for my food. That was just like, I was blown away. And that's never happened in Brazil, never happened anywhere in Latin America that someone's ever came up to me. Curitiba has, I think it's places that are really cold. They seem to have like a really good heart. Like Russians and Ukrainians, they have a really good heart. Maybe because they suffer because of the cold. Like I can't believe these people are walking around in t-shirts. It's chuffing freezing. It's like British winter. I'm not just saying that. It's like I'm shivering. If you saw me now, I'm curled up into a ball. It is freezing. Like I can't understand it. How can Brazil be like this? But the people are amazing. A lot like Santa Catarina. Sao Paulo has great energy. More beautiful people in Sao Paulo. I think more beautiful women. But here they seem. I don't think they're healthy because they seem really. They seem like gothy kind of people, like goth girls and pale girls who like to stay inside and stay away from the cold. Like the Russian girl that always talks to me. She's always talking to me on Instagram. I met her like 2 years ago. She's half Russian, half Brazilian. She's the most adorable woman that I've ever met. She's always like, I think she stays inside all the time. She's always like messaging me saying, come back, we'll have a lot of fun. Come back to Curitiba, we'll have a lot of fun. And they would never do that in Rio because they have this. It's kind of sick as well. Like I hate the idea of people following the majority. Like just because the majority of the people are white here, that means they like me because I'm white. I hate that kind of mentality. Following Sao Paulo, amazing, absolutely amazing compared to Rio de Janeiro. The dating in Sao Paulo is probably the best in the entire world. I've been to like 60 different countries, but Sao Paulo is probably, if I had to pick one place to date for the rest of my life, probably would be Sao Paulo. And I've only just discovered that. I just used to pass through. I didn't used to talk to anyone. Avenida Paulista, Sao Paulo. I'm like a kid in a candy store there. It's amazing. Yeah, for dating anyway, yeah, but I feel kind of sick though after a few days in Sao Paulo, after a week. I need the beach, I need nature, like, I mean, because you do dating and you meet these beautiful women and you kind of think, what's the point? It's kind of like eating fast food, you know, when you eat fast food for a long time, it's kind of like, I feel kind of sick. I need to, have some kind of meaning to my life, I need to go. I mean, I've always pictured myself just training by the beach and swimming in the sea. Because when you swim in the sea and you climb mountains and you go by the beach, it's like you don't feel the need for that frustration kind of sex. But in Sao Paulo, you get a bit frustrated because you meet beautiful women, but you feel like a robot in the Matrix. I mean, not as much as Curitiba, but in Curitiba you feel like a robot in the Matrix here. Because look, just look, it's very Matrixy. Yeah, Sao Paulo dating. It's like New York City. The exact same energy of New York City. You're like a kid in a candy store, but So Black Circle, what's your experience? Did you get laid in Sao Paulo? Because they're really open towards me, but I'm not sure if they're all gold diggers. They just do it for digging attention. Because social media's completely destroyed women. I think they just want it for attention. I don't know. I'm half wanting to go back to Rio de Janeiro and just making kickboxing videos by the beach. Because I know I'll probably feel that way once I get to Asuncion. It's like I can go to Asuncion and I can have this beautiful rotation of women that have been messaging me. But it's kind of like, what's the point? I might as well just eat fast food or something. You get the same kind of pleasure from that. It's, you know what I mean? And like, if I fulfill my potential and I go back to Rio and I train every day and I feel fulfilled, that make great videos, I might be able to live a meaningful life. It's meaningful to me, anyways, in my way. And then every now and then I can go to Sao Paulo and make great videos, because I think I can make much better videos in Sao Paulo than I can Asuncion. So I'm thinking of going back to Rio, focusing on kickboxing and nature and beach and the things that mean things to me in life that are important to me. And then every couple of weeks get a bus to Sao Paulo and just talk to everybody in Avenida Paulista, because wow, that's all I can say about Sao Paulo. Whereas in Asuncion I have a good rotation of women, which took a few years to get, but I think if I do Sao Paulo I might have an even better rotation of women. But then again, it could be all fake. It could be all part of the facade, part of the matrix, the smoke and mirrors that the women do to try and get attention or money. I don't know. That's why I like Rio, because Rio, at least you have the beach there to fall back on. You have so if nothing works out, you can just say, I'll go to the beach, I'll go train kickboxing by the beach, I'll go climb some mountains, I'll meet beautiful people by the beach. Just any ideas? Well, I'm doing couch surfing now, making videos. I have a place to stay in Fortaleza. My friend has an apartment, and he said I met him 2 years ago, and I said I can stay with him until January. And I'm thinking of going there. She's a nice blonde one. But they don't look alive here. They don't look lively. They look a bit dead from the Matrix. So I'm thinking of going to Fortaleza. I'm really exhausted. I've not been in hotels. I've just been doing workaway for the past 10 days now, and hiking to workaways and sleeping in stations and sleeping in cafes like this for days. And I kind of just want to go to Fortaleza and stay with my friend. Because I remember every time I was in Fortaleza, the women there were amazing, like Sao Paulo as well. So I'm thinking of going there, making great videos in Sao Paulo and Fortaleza, and that would catch up, because the women there are beautiful, and the women there are, I'm not sure, they're not as beautiful as Sao Paulo, I don't think. But Sao Paulo's all makeup. It's all like, they wear a lot of makeup in Sao Paulo, I think. Because in Sao Paulo you feel a bit sick, after a while. You need the beach and you need nature. But like, whereas in Rio de Janeiro, no one wears makeup at all. But yeah, I'm thinking of going to Fortaleza and just spending a month there making videos, training, because that also was. I also have an outdoor gym in Fortaleza, and I also have a beach, and I can do videos by the beach, training videos, and I have a free place to stay with my friend, and if that picks up with good videos, that might catch on, and then save up and then maybe go to Argentina when it gets hot. Asuncion. I don't know, I'm just trying to look at here. This got Starbucks. Really, it's absolutely freezing now. You can see the air conditioning out. Billy Gringo is an American who made good videos and Fortaleza. Yeah, I'll check out Billy Gringo. I've never heard of him. Fortaleza is amazing. It's not ruined. It's not over touristic, so they don't judge everyone. But Brazilians in general, they just can't think for themselves, and it's getting really annoying how they can't think for themselves. Like usually the best people I meet, like in Brazil, are usually, like I met a Ukrainian girl, absolutely gorgeous, slim model type build, and she was talking to me for ages, and she was really cool. We really got on. Whereas Brazilians, they still have a guard up. It's just, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this stereotype of, oh, Brazilians are so nice. Brazilians are so. No, they're probably the most cagey people I've ever met in my entire world. I mean, for people, yeah, definitely. Rio de Janeiro is probably one of the worst places to meet. I mean, karaoke's, but Rio de Janeiro is good for tourists. But yeah, I mean, there probably are worse places for people, but the tourists are the best to meet in Rio. It's just Brazilians in general. They're all like robotic. They all have the same system mind. It's like, it's kind of boring after a while. You know, the same thought process. Yes, like Leblon and everything, really snobby. Like they just can't think for themselves, and it's just really heartbreaking. It's like I want to believe in humanity. I want someone to break the matrix, but it's just like they can't think for themselves. They care about what people think all the time, and it's just really heartbreaking. Because you want to believe in humanity, and you can't, because you know what I mean. People oh yeah, well, there's lots of places being gringos are positive. For the women, Mexico has been great for the women. The guys hate me because obviously, you know, jealousy and everything. But the women are great in Mexico. Wish I could go back. If I had the money, I'd probably go back to Guatemala. Sao Paulo is amazing. But I don't know if I could live in Sao Paulo. I'd probably could live in Rio, then go to Sao Paulo every couple of weeks for the women. Yeah, Asuncion is alright, but it just gets a bit boring. I'd go crazy in Asuncion. It's like I've got things pulling me in different directions all the time. I've got women in Asuncion saying, come back to Asuncion, come back to us, you know. And it's kind of like, nah, I don't want to leave about the beaches and the healthy lifestyle of Rio. I don't want to be deluded by the smoke and mirrors. You know, because that's how women get their power, by leading you astray. But I also don't want to die I don't want to be going insane with regrets. I have desires as well, you know. There's many places that are positive. Ecuador. Star keeps telling me about Ecuador. I think all these unknown places like Ecuador are going to be the best. If you're white, Argentina. Please don't ruin Argentina, because I still get along with Argentinians. Cordoba in Argentina. I think Uruguay seems to be unknown, and I bet if I go to Uruguay, I'll fall in love with it. It seems like a good balance in Uruguay. Sometimes they feed you on couch surfing, sometimes they don't. Like I was working all day for that French lady. She never fed me, and I was like, I'm working all day, and I was teaching English at night time, so I was working 24 every weekend second. And I broke my foot as well, and you don't want to see my toe. My toe it's only just to heel. You see there, it's horrible. It's horrible. I don't want to even look at my feet, because it's just. This is what happens when I'm not slept for days. My whole foot's swollen up. When you're walking for days, your feet swell up. It's more expensive than Argentina. I didn't know Uruguay was more expensive than Argentina. I thought it might be less. Even now, like I saw a YouTube video saying, Brazil. I mean, I saw a YouTube traveler who said that he's mature. I always look at the mature guys, you know, because they've had experience in and they know what they're talking about. I saw a mature guy who spent, you know, because I thought it was on the David Bond video. David Bond spent his years in Asia, and someone commented saying, "Oh yeah, I spent my years in Latin America. When it was great. I think it was like, you know, he's like 60 years old or whatever, and he's like, I think he spent his 30s or 40s or 20s in Latin America." But he said he wouldn't go back to Latin America now. He said he's with how it's been ruined, how people are dense. So I think, so he knew he has first-hand experience of how it used to be good Latin America. It used to be decent. People used to think for themselves. But it's just so PC. Brazil is so politically correct. It's really annoying. It's like you go to Paraguay and they're like bad girls. You know, they have a lot of baddies. Yeah, I never use that term baddies. But you can't find any baddies in Brazil. They're all caring about what people think. I mean, they wear tattoos and stuff like that, but they're used up. Go to Medellin. I never saw a 10 out of 10 in Colombia. I mean, like, if I saw like a 10 out of 10 like on Instagram or whatever, then I thought, okay, I'll go to Colombia. But it just, I don't like to do what everyone else does. You know, you follow the crowd. Because if you follow the crowd, then you're just doing what everyone else does, and it's nothing special. You don't hit anything that's unique, you know. So that's why Colombia's never appealed to me. Because then I wouldn't feel good about myself. I'd just be like another robot, gringo, you know, and. Many have tourist fatigue now for all the idiots film school. Yeah. That's what I mean. I mean, the younger women, they're okay. You know, like in the 18 to 20, you might find one or two, like small little villages. But that's very, very rare. But in main cities, they're just so, they can't think for themselves. It's just so annoying. It's like, because they judge. I think they judge everything by David Bond, and you know, and all all the bad tourists, the bad apples, and they kind of think, oh, that's the gringo, he's coming here, and you have that guard up. Yeah, you can feel it. You can feel the that wall between you. Even though they do put on an act for the camera or whatever, you do feel like they got that wall up. Yeah, a lot of it. It's very rare to find a one with any tattoos and. The ordering coffee from an early age. I was talking to some Brazilian women. The ones that are cool, the only ones that are cool are the ones that have been to USA. Because they can think for themselves. They've seen firsthand what USA and England is like. But a lot of them are deluded by the propaganda that they see online. But the ones that have been to USA and England or Europe, very rarely you find the ones that have been to USA and England. They're very cool. They can think for themselves. They're open. They're cool. They're down. They're open-minded. But they're very rare, but a lot of them are very cagey. The most cagiest people I've ever met. I mean, I even see Turkish women or European women, and they're 10 times more. Like, people think European women are really cold, and Russian women are really cold, but no, the ones that have been talked to me, probably Brazilians have been the hardest to have talked to in all the world the past few years. So I'm sick of this propaganda. I put on my best acts as well. I train, I eat healthy. Every single day I drink my yerba mate. I train like a madman to give myself that confidence, and I go up and I put on my best act, polite, I speak Portuguese. And still, you know, I have this guard up, I get looked at disgusting, especially in Rio. Sao Paulo, less so, but... So hopefully Brazil, it's got a complete 180. Like, I understand Brazil should go like a bit, you know, think, okay, we don't want to be seen as sluts, so we'll change a little bit. But they've gone a complete 180. It's like you don't completely go 180. You adapt a little bit, you know, if you care about what society thinks all the time. No, I don't. I speak Portuguese a lot of the time. You don't see me in videos when I do that, but usually I speak Portuguese before the videos. Yeah, I'm not stupid enough to fall for that, because usually the people that get drugged here, especially in Rio, like you saw that English guy that got drugged, the women were disgusting. It's like, I wouldn't touch them if they paid me. I mean, a lot of women in Rio, 90% of women in Rio are disgusting. They look like orcs from Lord of the Rings. I don't mind saying this because I'm sick of it. I mean, you can't say this because everyone's been too polite all the time. But Sao Paulo and like Curitiba in the south, they're really, you know, they really have intelligence and they can think for themselves. But a lot, you can't say that. You can't say that on video because then other Brazilians get angry. You can't say the truth, you know. You can't. Yeah, they look. I've been in Rio. I've been in Latin America for 7 years. I've never once got close to drugged. Never once, because they look disgusting. I'm not stupid, you know. I would never, you know. It's not worth it. You know what they look like as well? They look like goblins. They look like giant goblins. They look like giant Oompa Loompas, and it's like, why would any human being give their time for someone like that? Yeah, it's just, they look disgusting. I mean, even if they paid me a lot of money, I wouldn't touch them with a 10-foot pole. I'd rather stay celibate. Gremlins, yeah, like the Mogwais. The Mogwais are in Belém, North Brazil. They're the really cute ones. Like my ex from New York, near the jungle. But she was like a jungle girl. She'd never experienced city life. But I remember when the first girl I met from Brazil, she was adorable. She was from Belém. She looked like Gizmo from the Gremlins. She was so cute. She's the most cutest thing I've ever met in my entire life. She was like, I just wanted to hug her all the time. But then after like 3 months in New York, she looked completely different. Like society changed her. It's like, it's just a shame. Like they can't think for themselves. It's like, you know, they get ruined. It's so you got to go to the small villages where they have good heart, they have good soul and everything. And because once they go to the big cities, they get spoiled and ruined. And she looked completely different. You could tell she looked like a New York woman. After, like, she looked like the most sweetest thing, you know, like 3 months before, but 3 months in New York City, and she looked unrecognizable. Yeah, building a highway to Belém for the Amazon. Ah, damn. Keep the Amazon, man. You need the beautiful people from the Amazon. Because you have the nature there. That's like that's like the one source of nature on this planet. That's why I like Rio. Rio is like the closest nature you can get of the mountains and the sea. You can't get beaches and mountains like in one go, but in Rio de Janeiro you can. But keep the Amazon. It's like, that's Brazil's heart. That's like the heart and soul of the world. It's like nature at its purest. Yeah, well, she's not really 10 anyway. She's just a 10 because she's deluded by all the overweight, old, 70, 80-year-olds that throw a woman, say yes to anyone. That are frustrated and that lie in bed all day and masturbate themselves into a coma. So they're not really... I really want to go to Israel. I'm seeing all these beautiful Israeli women when you travel, because they travel a lot. And they are all supermodels. And then in the military, because I think because it's mandatory that they go into the military by the age of like 16, 18, and that they have to push themselves. They have no other option but from an early age to push. Like for me, I went to the cadets, which is like a junior form of the military, and I was like a champion butterfly swimmer by the age of 15. And that's what, you can't shake, like, once you do something like that as a kid, it becomes part of your, like, DNA, it becomes part of your psyche, and that's, I think they do, they're really open-minded, Israeli. I mean, when I speak to them, they're really cool. I don't know about the religious, political stuff, but I talk to them and I tell them, every time I meet Israeli people, I talk to them about the place, and Israel looks beautiful, not like you see in the news and the news portrays and everything, and they really get along with me when I say that, because obviously all the propaganda in the world. But I don't know the truth behind anything, but just the women there. are beautiful. They probably don't believe in it, but I don't know. Because everyone's different. Everyone has their own thoughts. No one can choose where they're born. I think they would be. They seem really open because they look like they're not going around wearing the skull caps and everything. They look like beautiful blonde women and like Italian and European. But yeah, if I had the money now, I'd be out there in Israel or the Philippines right now. I just wish Brazil would wake up because it's really. It's like they can't. It's like they have a brain cell missing or something. It's like they can't think for themselves. It's like every time I talk to Europeans, they have that thought process, like, oh yeah, everyone's different, everyone's open-minded, and they can think for themselves. It's not heartbreaking because I don't have a heart, but it's like makes you not believe in anything. When you see Brazilians all being the same and robots. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I need a poo now, so I'm gonna go to the loo and have a big poo after drinking on my yerba mate. I think it's really freezing. Hopefully, get a hose. But this is a little sample of Curitiba where I've just arrived. They're probably the only black guys I've ever seen in Curitiba. But yeah, this is Curitiba, the most matrixy part of Brazil ever. It just seems like a dead town in Poland or something. A dead unknown village in Poland. Francisco Lecheski is from Croatia. I have no idea who that is. Sounds Jewish. Chico. Oh, is he the guy from X Factor? I think I remember someone called Chico from X Factor years ago. Okay, I gotta try to get a hose. I'm gonna collapse soon if this yerba mate doesn't keep me going. I'm gonna try and stand up on my foot. But yeah. Gee, I almost fell over. Jeez. But the thing is here, like, they just offer you anything for free in Curitiba. They're really civilized. There's no people screaming or shouting outside like in Rio. Has a really clean European feel to it. It's absolutely chuffing freezing. It's like, what the heck? I must have changed. My blood must have changed because I have no idea how some people can be wearing t-shirts in this. Like, I'm chuffing freezing and I'm supposed to have Viking blood. I'm 30% Norwegian. Yeah, Hungary. If I had the money now, I'd be in Hungary. I think let's get to Europe. I'll go back to Sao Paulo. I did 10 days in Sao Paulo. Let me know what you think. Let me know if I should go back to Rio, make that my base, and then do like every couple of weeks or every 2 weeks, go to Sao Paulo, do that for like 10 days, then come back. Because that seems like the best balance of life. I'm not sure if I want to go to Asuncion or if I go to Fortaleza. If I go to Fortaleza, then I have a bed for 1 month and I don't have to worry about a bed because I'm just sick of worrying about where I'm going to sleep all the time for the past few months and working for a bed and spend all my time working for a bed, and I didn't have many time to make any videos when I was working non-stop. But yeah, just the idea of having a bed for a month and being able to make videos every day, and also the beautiful people of Fortaleza. They've always been cool. So yeah, they've always been cool and open. Yeah, okay, let's do Fortaleza then, guys. Fortaleza, I make great videos, beautiful women. I did meet like a woman who was like really down to have sex with me there, but she was, when they're shaped like a spoon. I don't know, there's women that are shaped like a spoon. I have a girl who's always like looking at my stories and everything, and she looks like a Victoria's Secret model, and she's whitish, so she doesn't get a lot of praise. Like if they're whitish in Brazil, in their Rio de Janeiro, and they're really skinny, slim, they don't get a lot of attention because I think a lot of black guys, the Africans, they like the big bums, big boobs and stuff. But they're very rare to find the slim white women, and they're also a bit nervous as well because they don't have that self-esteem, the self-esteem. But yeah, let's probably check out Fortaleza. I just need a ticket for the bus there because the bus is like $50 or something. It's like a 3-day bus. And then I'll make great videos in Fortaleza for 1 month, get some money, and then plan if I should go to Paraguay, Uruguay, I don't somewhere else. Back to Europe then. Back to Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo was amazing. It's kind of like New York City. It's ups and downs, craziness. Anyways, Liz, guys, it's a good little talk. Thanks for the little talk, guys. It's good to finally be able to express myself and speak the truth that you can't say in Brazil. Alright. Latest bros. Like, subscribe, fist bump. Hey, bros. Take care, bros. Yeah, not UK. I try and stay away.